Hi friend, and welcome to another video. Today I'm super excited to share something that I have found game-changing for me and my daily routine in Disney Dreamlight Valley. There are tons of things to do daily, as many of you know, to stock up on resources, keep track of star path duties, collect critters, get moonstones, and more. And if you're like me, it can be really difficult to remember to do all of these things, which is why I'm so happy to share the sponsor of today's video, the Dreamlight Guide app. Now, I am completely hooked on using the Dreamlight Guide app to help me stay organized and prepared for daily tasks. The app tracks and catalogs all aspects of your game. And when I say all, I mean all. And it has been a huge help for me. I'll have the app up on screen as I go through my daily DDV routine, which is about 14-ish things that I do every day in my valley, to show you exactly how helpful this app really is. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So the first thing that I love about the app is the fact that it has a daily checklist. So you can see at the top, I have my chest that I can check off. I just found my green chest here, which is wonderful. And then I think my blue chest is right up here actually, which is perfect because they're in the same area. There it is. So yeah, you want to make sure you log on every day, especially for your blue chests because they contain moonstones. Moonstones are really important for getting cosmetic items in the game. Now that I have both those, I can go ahead and check them off, which is really super satisfying, I just love using the app for this because if you're a person that likes to be organized and check things off, then you're going to get that feeling you get when working in this app. Okay, now the next thing I do is clear out night thorns. Now I will say right now, I'm not going to remove a bunch of night thorns because we have a new star path coming up, and if you guys don't know, we always have to remove night thorns for our star path. So I'm going to leave my night thorns for now, but that is something I like to do to keep my valley clean in between star paths. So I'll go ahead and just check off one night thorn since that's what we removed. And in that same vein, I also like to remove some splinters of fate as well. And remembering to do this every day is great because again, it keeps your valley super clean. So I'm going to go ahead and remove a bunch of splinters of fate. And as I do that, I'm going to also check off all of my little boxes here for splinters of fate. And it's just super nice to go through again and just clean it up, get things looking nice around the valley. Okay, so as we scroll down on our app and see the different things that we do each day, you can see the next section is daily visits, which is really an area I truly needed help with. I just forget sometimes to get on and just check Scrooge's shop or Kristoff Stall. Let's see if there's anything new in here. Oh, it looks like well, this is a nice wallpaper. I actually really like this wallpaper. Okay, so we have a new wallpaper. We'll grab that. How many couches are in the game that I own every couch. I just don't understand. And I feel like I own every bed, but maybe not. Maybe not. So there were a couple of new items in Scrooge's shop. The most important one was that wallpaper, which was pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and check off Scrooge's store, which is really nice. And then it actually shows you how much time you have left to check back. So you can see on the app, it shows 17 hours and 17 minutes until we can check Scrooge's shop again, which is really cool. Another one that I really need to check every day is Beast's little flower stall or the greenhouse. So you can see I have 20 out of the 20 that I need to collect. So I'll go ahead and grab all of those and I'll check that off in my app too. It says that it will refresh in about an hour, which is great. But at least if I do that once a day, I can stock up on flowers, which is really good because I actually want to make a flower storage room soon. So that'll be something I'll be doing as well. Now, as you can see, we have Wally's Garden, Moana's Boat, Gaston's Stall, and Kristoff Stall left. I'm going to go to Kristoff Stall because that's another one that I need to be checking every single day. All right, and it's a good thing we checked today because look, we have iron. So I'll get all of the iron. I'll actually get all of the hardwood as well. I'm good on pebbles. I'll take the bricks and I'm good on snowballs. So good thing we checked Kristoff Stall as well. And I highly recommend checking all of these places, especially if you're early on in the game, because you'll need all these resources as you move throughout, the quests and your storyline in the game. So we're going to go ahead and check off Kristoff Stall. And those are the 3 that I'm going to check today. But again, the app is perfect for keeping track of all of the places that you need to check each day. So it's really helpful for that. Now, as we scroll down a little bit further on the app, you can see that we have critters to feed, which is perfect because I forget to feed the critters all the time. And there are a lot of critters that I currently don't own as companions yet. So I'm really working on that. And the app allows you to keep track of all the different critters, but let me show you the best part. So one, you can go to collections and then scroll down to critters right here. And I just absolutely love this part of the app. So basically you can come in and see which companion that you can feed for the day. It'll show you their schedule from Monday to Saturday, and it'll show you what days they're available as well, which is so amazing. You also have things like where they're located, their favorite foods, and also other foods that they like. And it'll tell you how to approach the critter, which I get this question all the time. It's like, how do I approach, or how do I, befriend this companion? And the app has all the information that you will need in order to make this critter a companion. So oh, I just love it so much. But I did get the striped cappy just in time because it was almost 12 o'clock. So I'm glad that I was able to feed the blue striped cappy today. And then the next time that I feed the cappy, I think I'll be able to make it a companion, which is great. Now, another thing that I like to do every day is to check in with the characters that I don't have leveled up to level 10 yet. For me personally, that's Jack Skellington, Rapunzel, and Gaston. Now, let me show you what I do in the app for these characters. So depending on where you're at in your game, you can basically click into any character, choose what level they are, choose their assigned role, and it'll also show you all the things that you can do to improve your relationship with them for the day. So you can have a daily discussion, play Scramble Coin, and then give them their 3 favorite gifts of the day, which you can all check off as you go through. Another thing I do want to point out is you can see all of your characters like schedule. So it says status info, and you can see at 2 a.m. Jack is wandering the valley, what he's doing at 3, 5 p.m., 10 p.m. So basically it shows the character's entire schedule. So no matter what time you're playing in your valley, you can always check your app to see where your characters are and what they'll be doing, which I think is really cool. So what I recommend doing if you're using the app is favorite all the characters that you don't have to level 10 yet, and you can just remember each day to go in and check in with them, give them their gifts, and check it off in your app. It's really super satisfying. Now, this next one is a personal goal that I set for myself, but with the new DLC, there are a ton of new recipes. So I figure if I cook at least one recipe a day, that eventually I will know all of the recipes. So what I like to do is come over in my app, click the recipes tab, and then you can filter through and see all of the recipes. Not only do you see all of the recipes, but if you click in, you can see how many stars it is, what type, how much energy it gives you, and what it sells for. It'll also tell you all the ingredients that you need. Basically, you have every recipe at your fingertips without having to go to a website or anywhere. You just pull up the app on your phone, and there you go. We have dumplings, and look how beautiful those are. Wow. I cannot tell you how good they have done with the recipes for Eternity Isle. They are just gorgeous. Like, they all look so delicious. I just love good looking food in a game. It's like it's my soft spot. I just love it. Now, the next thing I do every day in my valley is making sure that I'm checking on my crops and then harvesting and selling them so that I'm making all the money that I need to be making every day. But what you're absolutely gonna love is that your app literally tracks your garden. So if you go into the app, under menu, you can see My Garden. You can add all of the crops that you have planted throughout your valley, and your app will literally keep track of everything for you. So basically, if you come to add plant, you can select from all the different fruits and vegetables that you can plant in your valley. Let's just stick with pumpkins since that's what we're doing. So I can say I have pumpkins. You can select how many pumpkins you have planted. It'll tell you exactly what they're gonna sell for, and then you can just hit plant. Now, once you do that, you can see exactly how much time is left before they need to be watered again, and you'll see the total time before they're ready to be harvested. So you see this little, teardrop right here. You can select that for when you've watered them, and it'll be a countdown for the next time that you need to water them. And I just think that this is such a cool way to keep track of your gardens. Also, as a side note, the app does send you a notification when it's time for your crops to be harvested. So you'll get like a little, just a little notification on your home screen of your phone to tell you it's time to water your pumpkins. All right, so let's talk about mining. I need to be doing this every day because I don't have enough Vitalis crystals. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I don't have enough of these crystals that you get in the mines, and I really need to stock up on my collection. Please don't forget to bring your mining buddy with you when you do this, but the crystals are really good for making potions that will be helpful to enhance your player's abilities around the valley. So I need to be collecting up as many of these as possible so that I can create potions whenever I need them. Also, on the topic of potions, I want to make a storage room full of potions, which is going to be a very expensive thing to do, but it is one of my goals. So I need to be making sure that I am running through the mines and harvesting up as many of these crystals as possible every single day. Now, these next couple of things I'm going to mention that I like to do every day are specific to the Rift in Time DLC. So just wanted to point that out. But this next one I hinted to a little bit earlier, but it's Scramble Coin. And although I am not the best at Scramble Coin, I know things get easier if I get better pieces to play with. So I need to get more figurines. And in order to do that, I have to win more games. So I figure if I play one game a day and win at least one game a day, eventually I'll get as many of the pieces or figurines that I need. So I'm going to play against Goofy because Goofy is level 1 and is significantly easier to beat than pretty much anybody else in the valley. So you can see inside of the app, it'll actually tell you all the different figurines and how they move around the board, which I think is really helpful. And there's even a description that explains what they do. So like Eve, you can see jump or move directly to the target tile, ignoring anything in between. I feel like that's a really helpful way to kind of remember what they do, because I don't know about y'all, but I forget all the time how to move these figurines across the board. So that's really helpful. Okay, so you see I just won a game of Scramble Coin. Again, Goofy's the easiest to beat, but I got 3 additional points and it'll show you how close you are to getting your next figurine. Now, time bending, I just recently updated as another thing that I need to be doing daily, because there are so many different things that you can get or unlock through time bending. Me specifically, I'm trying to collect up enough of the wooden ores, the dingle hopper, and the pink bows in order to make some time bending manuals. I don't know if you guys know this, but the more people you assign to time bending, the more mist you can get back when you're out like farming mist. So I need to find all of these resources, and I need to be making sure that I am time bending every single day to find the things that I need so I can make these manuals, because I don't have a lot of people assigned to time bending just yet. So in your app, there is a section for time bending, mainly to catalog all the things that you found, which I find cataloging so rewarding. But basically, you can come up to these little check boxes up in the right-hand corner and quickly catalog everything that you've already found. Or as you go through, you can basically catalog things that you have found one by one, if that's how you prefer. But just to show you how it works, you can click in, catalog, and you can even add it to your favorites if you want. You can add just about anything into your favorites, but cataloging is super helpful to know what you have and what you haven't found yet. So that's really helpful in the app as well. But I make sure to time bend every single day now, just so that I can have mist and you know, have enough resources to build up these time bending manuals, which are pretty expensive to make. Now, really quickly, there are a couple other things that I think everyone should know about when it comes to this app that is helpful. And that, to start, is the star path. So if you go over to menu, you can see that there's a star path section. I don't currently have the star path anymore because the most recent star path is currently over. But when you do have a star path that's active in the game, the app will show you everything. And you can basically check off each little duty that you need to be doing, and it'll show you how much you have completed, which is really helpful because for me, I never know how close I am to finishing the star path. So that's really nice to know. You'll also have hints up here, which is really helpful. So if you click hints, it'll tell you kind of like who you need to speak to. As you know, the star path has become a little bit more cryptic, but I do know that if it's too cryptic, it's nice to be able to just get a hint to know what you need to do. You also have your dream snaps in here, so you can click in to see the theme of the dream snaps and how many days you have left if you're out running around and not by your game. And I think having both of those things at your fingertips is really, really helpful. So I did want to show you guys that, because if there was an active star path, that would be a part of my daily duties, to do a couple of those, you know, duties in my valley in order to, you know, make sure that I'm progressing on the star path, because I'm a master procrastinator and has resulted in incomplete star paths because of that. So this will be a great way for me to stay on top of it. Now, the last thing I like to do in my routine, and I would argue probably the most important, is to drop off a lot of these resources and things that you've picked up into your storage rooms. If you don't have storage rooms, then you definitely want to make sure that you get some, because I just think storage rooms are so helpful. So I just come in and drop off all of the resources to my different storage rooms, so that when I'm running around on another day or questing or whatever it is, I'm not bogged down by all the things I picked up when I was doing my daily routine. The app also keeps track of your progress in the game, so you can catalog all the different things that you own in your game to show what you have left to find, or if you have found everything. So I really love seeing my progress. And there are other features in the app that I think you guys would really enjoy. So if you want to get the app, I'll have a link in the comments below, and I'll also have a link in the description box. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed. I hope this video has been helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will catch you all in the next one. Peace!